And so I want to ask you today, are you ready to take your goals by force? Are you ready to take your dreams? If you got a business idea, are you ready to take it by force? You got to take bold action. You can't be afraid to grow. You can't be afraid to learn. You can't be afraid to invest in yourself. You can go as far as your circle. If you don't continue to grow and you don't continue your learning, you're going to get left behind. Invest in continuous learning, even if you had to pay for it. We don't want the instant gratification success, because there's a lot of people that got fast success during COVID and they're out of business today. We don't want that. We want sustained success. Help us. Help us. Help you.
Let's chill.
What up, Chaplin Chillers? It's your boy, Coach LJ. Yo, your supportive friend. And today, I have a special treat for you. I'm doing a solo podcast. I'm doing it without my wife. And so let me see, can I do how we normally do the greeting? Hello, hola, bonjour, sunny banani, namaste. So what's good? Happy New Year's to each and every one that's watching this episode. I would like to ask you, are you ready for 2024? Are you ready to get it started? Are you ready to get it popping? Do you already set your goals? You ready to go in and get this party started with your goals, and ready to achieve these goals in 2024? I hope so. But like I said, we always here to help you, to encourage you, to motivate you, to empower you. This is what we're about. And at Chilling with the Chaplins, our Friday episodes is all about empowerment. It's all about self-improvement. It's all about getting better. And so today, this episode, even though I'm by myself, it's no other. You're getting the same game, the same juices, the same energy, which I'm going to try to bring that same energy. But you get the same energy each and every week. And today, I just want to talk to you in this sort of podcast. And just want to spill the beans with 24 or 2024 Unlocked. 5 secret moves for maximized living. Do you want to maximize your life in 2024? Do you want to maximize your life? Do you want to take action or become an action taker? That's what we call ourselves at the next opportunity. When we call ourselves action takers. Are you afraid to take action? You don't know how to maximize your life. Well, this is what this episode is about. I wanna give you some tips, some secrets, some strategies that they don't really want you to know. They want you to, a lot of times they want you to pay for these tips and these strategies. But guess what? You're gonna get in here today at Chilling with the Chaplins. Yes, the juicy stuff, the juicy tips on this episode. So, because they keep under wraps, but we dishing them out to help you supercharge your life, your career, your business, and your relationships, wherever that you want to supercharge, whatever you want to accomplish in 2024. Guess what? We want to help you get some strategies, because every year we always talk about goals. We always give you an episode because we know we told you since we first started, we don't believe in resolutions, because a lot of times resolutions don't stick with you. Don't stick with your resolutions, but we believe in having goals, making goals, and having a plan with our goals. That's what we believe. We believe in growth goals, and so whatever it may be. And so I'd like to ask you: are you ready today? Are you ready to take the bulls by the horn in 2024 and go all in and go after all your goals and all your dreams and all your aspirations? Are you ready to take it? Are you ready to take it? I like what the scriptures say. It said the kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and the violence take it by force. And so I want to ask you today, are you ready to take your goals by force? Are you ready to take your dreams? If you got a business idea, are you ready to take it by force? Guess what? It's up to you. If you just sit back and say, you know what, it's gonna come, it's not gonna come. You're gonna have to take it by force. You're gonna have to make it your business and say, and you're gonna have to dedicate yourself to achieve your goals and your dreams. You're gonna have to get out there and do everything you need to do so that you achieve your goals and your dreams. You have to do it. It's up to you. It's up to you. Let me tell you, it's up to you. And so I say, this year will be your best year yet. I believe that. I believe that this year will be your best year yet. And so are you ready to jump right in? And right now, I want to give you, like we always give you five tips. We try to give you 5 tips every week. But today, we want to talk about embracing the digital detox. Yes, embracing the digital detox. Because some of us be on the social media. Some of us be on our phone way too much. We be on our phone way too much. We so busy on our phone that we don't and we don't allow our mind, we don't allow ourselves to get cleansed from technology. And so right now we got to embrace that digital detox every so often. We got to learn how to put the phone down so that we can reflect. We love reflection on this episode. I even do something every day with the daily things with reflection so that we can think, so that we can come up with strategies, so that we can be innovative. So this is why we want to embrace the digital detox so that we can be more creative, so that we can be more innovative, so that we can think clearly. This is why, so that we can be more productive. That's why. So it's very important that we schedule regular time to ourselves, regular time to study, regular time to just reflect. Every day, we need to schedule that regular time and unplug from technology. Unplug. Sometimes even before you get up in the morning, the first thing you do when you get up, do you grab your phone? When you go to bed, do you grab your phone? So we got to learn how to unplug. We got to embrace this digital detox so that we can be more creative and and building deeper connections, so that it enhances our focus, so that it refresh our mindset. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Building deeper connections. Even with people, building deeper connections. Sometimes we're so busy on our phone that we can't say hi to nobody. We so busy on our phone that we don't know what's going on around us. We so out of touch with the real world. We don't know what's going on. And so we becoming more antisocial instead of social. And we are humans. We are human beings who want to be social. We are social creatures. And so don't get so caught up on your phone and your laptop and your computer, wherever it may be, that you can't you can't put it down. That you can't put it down. We have a saying in the church, when it's time to fast, you got to put the plate down. But I want to let you know, every now and then, you got to do a regular detox and put the technology down so that you can build a deeper connection and gain more focus and be more innovative. That's what it's about. In 2024, and you want to be more creative, because guess what? There's solutions out there. And a lot of times the solution is right in front of your face. But if you don't learn how to put the phone down, you will never see the solution. So let's detox. Let's detox so that we can gain more focus. So that by the end of 2024, you know what? You had accomplished a lot of all your goals. I'm not gonna say a lot of your goals. I'm saying all your goals. If you got 8, you're gonna accomplish all of them. And so we want to talk about next is invest in continuous learning. It's very important. I'm a fanatic. I love education. So this is right down my neck of the woods because I love learning. I love growing. Every day I always ask the Spirit of the Lord for more wisdom. I always ask God, give me more wisdom. The Bible does say, wisdom is the principal thing. It's to get wisdom and get understanding. Paul even said it best: study to show thyself approved, a workman needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So I'm always learning, I'm always developing, I'm always growing. And so you have to be willing to invest in your learning, in your education. Invest in continuous learning, even if you have to pay for it. A lot of times, if you really want to learn, sometimes it costs something. And you got to be willing to go the extra mile and pay for the education. Go the extra mile and purchase that book. I know, we give you free resources on YouTube, and, we come to you every Friday and every Sunday with resources, with education. But guess what? That's good. But guess what? To really go deep, you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in your learning. Even look at myself. I'm a prime example. I'm going back to school to get my PhD, to learn more, to get better, to improve my abilities. So I'm going back to school. Why? Because I'm always learning. Education never stopped with me, and education can't stop with you. So you got to begin to join masterminds. And we have a mastermind coming up next Saturday. During the time they record it, during the time when this come out, we will be in our mastermind January 13. And we'll be coming from the 21 Improvable Laws of Leadership inside the next opportunity window. So join the mastermind. And you're welcome to join us inside our mastermind, inside the community. Shameless plug, next opportunity window community. You're welcome to join. We are action takers. That's what we're about. We're about growth. We're about learning. We're about connecting. We're about building relationships, because 2 is better than 1. And when we come together and we build stronger bonds and stronger relationships, we can do so much more. And so, join it. Also, we got to learn how to keep ahead of industry trends. This is why we dedicating time to reflect. This is why we're dedicating time and learning and growing, reading the different business journals, and looking at the different business news, and always look and see what's popping in the industry news. If you especially whatever industry you're in, if you're in media, you want to know what's going on in media. If you're in technology, what's the latest technology? If you're in business, what's the next invention? You need to know this. You need to stay up to date so that you don't get frail. And that's what it's about. Because a lot of times we want to start a business, but guess what? Because we don't have the information, it's going to be tough for us. We want to be in technology, but because we don't know what we want to do, we don't want to go the extra mile and learn about technology. Guess what? We don't do it. And we do have a thing that you could take if you want to learn technology. We have Course Career. We have a link in the description so that you can learn more about technology. Whatever it is, if you want to learn psychology, whatever, you want to be an influencer, content creator, guess what? You got to go ask them out. You got to see what's popping. You got to see what's out right then and there so that you can learn. You got to continue to learn new skills every day. I like this because we was doing a book club and we was on the Rich Dad Poor Dad, and one thing that I took from it, right, because he say, he always, every year, he go to 3 seminars a year, to learn new skills, and he loved going to seminars, and he loved going to different 3-day trainings, because he said by going to 3-day trainings, he get more out of it, and so a lot of time you got to learn new skills. If you want to get into something, if you want to get into an industry, it's very important that you take a course or go to a training, because if you don't know something, you gotta learn it so that you can have success, so that you can build a successful business. You could build a successful career. And so you always want to learn. And so you got to embrace platforms like the 6-month mentorship bootcamp. Turn your ideas into a sustainable, scalable business. You got to embrace it. And we offer that, the 6-month mentorship bootcamp. You're welcome. Shameless plug. If you inspiring entrepreneur, you want to start a business, and you don't understand. You don't know how to structure the business. You don't know how to form the business. You don't know anything about business. You're stuck, but you have this idea. You have this idea. You have this business that you want to start, but you don't know what to do. We say join the 6-month mentorship bootcamp. Invest in yourself, better yourself, understand how to structure the business, understand how to research your business, how to research the market. Understand, because I'm going to teach you all this, take you by your hand, 6 months, show you the ropes, show you everything that you need to learn so that you can have a sustainable and scalable business in time. I'm not going to say it's going to happen overnight. I'm not going to say, you're going to become, have a successful business in 6 months. But we're going to set the foundation so that in time, because sometimes, some people, it might happen in 6 months. It depends on your industry, and sometimes depends on time, and depends on your location. So it might happen for you in 6 months. It might happen in a year. It might happen 5 years. But we always say, in what we learn is, when you're starting a business, you gotta give yourself 5 years. And so this is why we always say, don't quit your day job while you're building your business. So we say, join the 6-month mentorship bootcamp. Invest in yourself, and get into platforms like the 6-month mentorship bootcamp. Get into platforms like Course Careers. These are some platforms that we are part of, that we promote, that you welcome to. Just start learning. Just start learning. Local workshops, so that you're able to stay up to date and revenant. It's very important to be revenant. Even if you're a minister, you're in ministry, you gotta stay revenant. A lot of times, people still back in 1999. We in 2024, and they still ain't up to date. There's a lot of ministries that's not even on YouTube or social media. Why? Because they outdated. And so even in ministry, you gotta stay up to date. You gotta stay revenant. So I don't care what industry, what career. This is why you always, especially with technology and AI is so advanced, if you don't continue to grow and you don't continue your learning, you're going to get left behind. And we don't want that. Chilling with the Chaplins podcast, we don't want you to be left behind. We want you to continue to grow. We want you to continue to develop, so that we want you to continue growing and staying veteran, stay up to date, so that you don't get left behind. I don't care what industry. You might like your 9 to 5, but guess what? In your 9 to 5, you still got to stay up to date. You still got to stay relevant. And so never neglect to continue to go to workshops, so that you don't get left behind, so that you're able to pivot if something happen on your job, because your job is not guaranteed. So yes, stay up to date. Continuous learning fuels innovation. It keeps you competitive in an ever-changing market. The market is always changing. It's dynamic. It's always evolving. And so when you continue to learn, it's fuse innovation. Fuse innovation. It keeps you competitive in this ever-changing market, this dynamic market. So let's go. Let's get it popping. And so now, what we want to do, because we say 2024 unlock, right? We give you the gems. 2024 unlock. We want to cultivate high-value networks. Oh, it's very important. This is something that I'm still developing. I'm still growing, because I always say this. I'm an introvert. I know how to build relationships. My problem is I don't know how to nurture relationships. My wife is good with that. My wife knows how to nurture relationships. She had no problem in texting people. Ooh, she's good. I'm trying to adapt that strategy. I look at her all the time. That's why I have less friends. She had more friends. I have none. Why? Because I don't know how to nurture. And so I'm learning now. So I even sometimes, every now and then, I try to text my friend. And I try to text people that I know, so that I can be in touch, because, you want to surround yourself with people who inspire growth, People who inspire you, people who inspire growth, people that want to go somewhere, people that want to do something with their life. You don't want to hang around people that's not about nothing. They just in around the street. They ain't want to do nothing. They just want to drink and party and do all that kind of stuff. But now if they are doing that, but they're about their business too. Hey, fine, because sometimes you want to have a life. But me, that's not me. That's not what I do. But there are some people that about that life, but they still about their business. So the thing is, I'm trying to get to you. You want to hang around people that's about their business. That's about their business. That's about hitting their goals. That are motivators. That are encouragers. That you don't want to hang around the doubters, the Downtowners, the Downtowners, the negative Nancy's. You want to stay away from them because again, the powerful quote is, "You are the average of the 5 people you hang around." So you need to begin to check your circle, who you hang around with. You want to go as far as your circle. And so this is why we encourage hanging around people that are growing. Hanging around people, get involved with the community. Get involved with the community. Hang around people that are growing. That's about something, because if it's contagious. If you're hanging around a circle that's talking nothing about growth, that's talking nothing about goals, then guess what? You're gonna hit your goals. You're gonna hit your goals. And so this is why you want to get around positive people. Positive people. It opens doors to new opportunities. When you're hanging around people that are positive, that speaking growth, that speaking millions, I got some big ambitious goals. You hang around with me long enough, you'll know. I got my 2024 goals right in my notes. I got 8 goals, 8 ambitious goals that I want to achieve. You hang around me long enough, you're gonna it's contagious. You're gonna you know what? If he could do it, I could do it. And this is what you want. This is why you want to surround yourself with positive people, because you're like, if he could do it, I could do it. 2 is better than 1. I love that scripture. 2 is better than 1. Why? Because when 1 is down, when 1 falls short, when 1 gets weak, because we all get weak. The Bible said, weeping may endure for a night, but joy coming in the morning. The Bible said, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. So it lets us know that we're going to get weak sometimes. You're going to have the moments where you're going to fall short. But guess what? When you got a supported community, when you got people surrounding you that able to encourage you when you are weak, then guess what? You will get strong. The Bible let us know when you are weak, say that I'm strong. And when you surround yourself with strong people, when you're weak, I'm telling you, when you're weak, oh my God, and you're surrounded with strong people, all you got to do is come into the community when you feel down. All you got to do is come in, because I always have a motivation. You could just pop on, you could listen to a video, replay, you could listen to one of the daily things and just get some encouragement, get some motivation, and build yourself back up. That's all you got to do when you come into the community. And guess what? You're weak. You will build yourself up. Join one, come into the one in the mastermind, lunch and learn, and you know what? I'm going through it right now. Yes. So you want to surround yourself, because we all go through it. Don't you know I had dumb moments? But guess what? I plug in to positive things. I plug into positive things. I plug in. And so it's very important that you engage in community. That's very important that you engage in the community. Just don't be a body. I like to say this in the church, because we got a lot of bench warmers, people that come to church, but they don't participate in church. They just bodies. They just check the register. That my wife used to say, they check the register. And sometimes when we're in communities, we just check the register. We don't engage in the community. It's more learning when you engage. It's more learning, because if you share your ideas, they share their ideas. Guess what? Then it's like it's a ripple effect. Everyone is able to grow, but you always take it. If you always take it and never give it, then guess what? You're a leech. You're a leech. If you always take it and you're not engaging and you're not giving back, you're a leech, and you're a blood sucking leech. I hate to say it like that, but I'm speaking to people that's like that. Not the chillers. We know chillers. We givers. We givers. On this podcast, we are givers. Why? Because we all about improvement. So we gotta engage. Even when in the comments, engage in the comments. We don't speak for nothing. We want you to engage. We want to read. We want to learn from you. We want to hear your thoughts. And so if you're listening or watching this podcast, come on, comment. If you like what you hear, comment, say, I like it. Write down your goals. Come on, share with us. This is how we go. Because guess what? When you write in the comment, oh, I want to achieve this in 2024, guess what? We're gonna come back and we can always hold you accountable. Like, okay, are you achieving those goals in 2024? Where you at in your goals? So yeah, comment. If you like it, say, oh, this is good. Come on, let us. We want to hear from you. If you listen to the audio podcast, come on. Leave a review. Do us a favor. Leave us a review. Help us. Help you. Help you. When you comment, we're able to read it, and then we're able to reply, and we're able to help you hit your goals. And this is why we say write a review. This is why we say leave a comment, because we're able to help you, helping us by helping you. You're not just helping us. Well, this is a two-way street. You helping us to help you. This is how we know how to help you, how to tell the messages and tell the podcast episodes to bring to you, to help you. So help you. Help us help you. Help us help you. Help us help you. So guess what? Engage in communities. We saying offline, online, doesn't matter. Personal workshops, events, offline, podcasts, YouTube, inside the community, lunch and learn, masterminds, all these different things that you could go to. So you want to engage, you want to participate, you want to be a participator, you want to be a competitor, not a non-competitor. You want to be a competitor. So yeah, it's very important that you also align with while you engage in a community, you want to align with your goals. So you want to engage in community that's aligned with your goals, on your professional and personal goals, your business goals. So you want to engage in those different communities that align with your goals, wherever you want to be. So because networking isn't just about networking. It's about mutual growth and support. That's what networking is. It's not just about networking. It's not just about talking, because I know I could talk. If you get me going, ooh, I could go for days. But network is not about talking. It's about mutual growth and support. That's what networking is. It's about we supporting one another. It's about both parties is growing. So it's very important. And so another thing that we want to do in 2024, is very important. It's vital, especially as I get older. I'm more in tune with this, because to me, I want to live long. I want to live way over 120. And so on this point, we want to prioritize health as wealth. Yes, I said it. Prioritize your health as wealth. That's your wealth, because remember, your health is your greatest asset. What's the sense of getting successful and neglect your health, and then what happens? Sometimes you might lose your life because you neglected your health. So don't neglect your health. And I'm gonna go into this even in the book, and because the book is coming soon, and I do have a chapter dedicated to prioritizing health as your wealth. So I do have I dedicated a chapter about health, talking about because we don't want to neglect our health while we chasing our goals. So it's very important that we prioritize our health. It's very important, especially as we get older. You need to start putting your health first, because it's very important, especially if we want to live a long time. We could do both. We could achieve our goals and take care of our health. A lot of times you might have to sacrifice something else. We always talk about sacrifice. A lot of times you might can't get the latest kicks for a time. You might can't get the latest phone. But you got to take care of yourself. Like me and my wife, we try to we try to stay focused on and be consistent with eating healthy. And so, meaning if we can't, it's something that we want. That's not important. We put our health first. So, prioritizing. integrate regular exercise. Woo, yes, integrate, put into practice regular exercise. Yes, walking, going to the gym. Yeah, exercise. Balanced nutrition. Yes, yes. And mental wellness. My mental wellness, how I take care of my mental wellness is I pray. I like to pray. I'm a prayer. I'm a prayer warrior. I'm always talking to God. I'm always spending time and just meditating on Him and meditating on the Word so that I can hear the next strategy, hear what's the next plan. So I focus on my mental wellness is by praying, seeking God, studying my Word. Not that's part of my learning as well. Getting quality time with daily scripture reading. Yeah, so it's very important to start putting these things into your routine. Exercise, balanced nutrition, eating healthy, and then taking care of your mental. Taking care of your mental, so you won't get depressed. A lot of times people will get depressed because they're not taking care of their mental. So it's very important to take care of your mental. So, but how do you take care of your mental? So consider health investments that's comfortable for your workspace, that's convenient for you. So join a fitness membership. We talk about community memberships, but guess what? You could join a fitness membership and stick to it. Stick to it. Because the reason why we don't stick to fitness membership, because we don't see it as essentials. We see it as a luxury. And so you got to see fitness. You got to see exercise. You got to see nutrition. You got to see your mental wellness as essentials. It's necessary. It's mandatory. It's vital. It's non-negotiable. You got to see it as essential and not a luxury. It's not a luxury. It's important to take care of yourself. And so, yes. So get a fitness. Take care of yourself. A healthy body and mind are the fuel for sustained success. We want sustained success. We don't want the overnight success. We don't want the fly by night success. We don't want the instant gratification success, because there's a lot of people that got fast success during COVID and they're out of business today. We don't want that. We want sustained success. We build off what we're doing today so that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, we still have the success. We don't want to get the success and then 2 years later, when the storms have blown, we're not even successful anymore. We want sustained success. And so a healthy body and mind are the fuel for sustained success and productivity. So it's very important. We want sustained success. Don't be those individuals that during COVID, man, they was running because they was giving out that money, that PPP loan. They was giving out money. People was making more, getting more for unemployment than working for their job. People was quitting their jobs. Come on, people was quitting their jobs. Oh my God. Chasing after the dollar. I'm telling you, when as you get older, you start to realize, you start to realize what's more important. Me, I'm 47 years old, and I'm like, what's more important to me? Is my health, is my family, is my mindset. It's that's more important to me. It's growth, because if I take care of myself, if I take care of my mind, if I take care of my health, if I take care and I continue to do the things that I'm doing, then successful it's inevitable. I'm going to get there eventually. And cause why? I'm building something. And this is what happens, sustained success. Mike look at the Colonel. He was 62 years old. I hope it don't take me 62, but he was 62 years old when he was 63 years old when he finally made it. There's a lot of successful people that was in their 40s, 45, 50 years old. Look at Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey was in his late 40s, early 50s when he got success. So, but he's sustained. He kept building on something. He was sleeping in cars and doing all the different things, but he finally got sustained success, and he still have it. because he built it. So I learned what's important to me. Eventually I will get there, and I want to let you know eventually you will get there. And so I want to leave with you. I want to tell you my fifth point is very important. It's very important. My fifth point, so that we can have maximized living. Yes, we unlock in 2024, so that you can have maximized living. Who do you still with me? Are you still with me in this episode? Are you still with me? If you want to have maximized living, it's very important to set smart goals and take bold action. I told you, we are action takers at the next opportunity window community. We action takers. So to maximize living, I like to say how John Maxwell say he wrote a book on it, intentional living. You got to be intentional. But so to be intentional, to have maximized living, you got to set smart goals and take bold actions. You got to be bold. You got to be fearless. You got to be fearless. I love that. There's another scripture that Paul say. He say he don't give us a spirit of fear, but love, power, and a sound mind. You got to be fearless. You got to take bold action. You can't be afraid to grow. You can't be afraid to learn. You can't be afraid to invest in yourself. You can't be afraid to spend the extra money to invest in yourself. You got to take action, whatever that means, because sometimes you might have to invest in yourself to learn more. But you got to set smart goals. What are smart goals? We went over this more than one time. It's defined by specific, measurable, achievable, revenant, and time bound. So we got to set smart goals. And don't beat yourself up. You know, when you set these smart goals and you feel like you're not getting close to it, you know, don't beat yourself up. Because I like to add not just smart goals, but growth goals. So you want to have growth goals. So you want to have the SMART goals. You want to be Pacific. I love that. It's just an acronym so that you're able to be Pacific. Because a lot of times we have these vague goals, and sometimes we got to narrow it down. Sometimes we got to narrow it down so that we can stick to our goals. So you got to be Pacific. You know, what do you want in 2024? One of my goals is I'm Pacific. I say that I want 30 co-hosts in the 6-month mentorship boot camps by, I put the time down, by April 30th, 2024. So by April 30th, 2024, I want to have 30 co-hosts. I'm Pacific, so that by being Pacific, you're able to measure it. If you hit the goal, you know. Also, I said I want 30 by April, not March, April. So I want 30 by April. So now I made a measure it so that if I don't hit it, so now I can adjust. I can align. Okay, what went wrong? I can reflect on what went wrong. And then I can make some adjustments. I can pivot so that I can do better the next time. And so this is why you want SMART goals, so that you're able to be Pacific, you're able to be measurable, you want to be achievable. I feel like I can achieve 30. I feel like I could get 30. It's not hard to get 30 people in the cohort, you know. So I believe it's achievable. So you want it to be achievable. Not way out your reach. Because like again, sometimes people have these vague goals that is impossible to get to. So specific, measurable, achieving it, revenant, or realistic. Got to be realistic. And then time bound. My time bound was April 30th, 2024. I put a time stamp to it. Because a lot of times, sometimes we had these vague goals and we say, oh, I want to do this. And, you know, we say in 5 years. That's too long. That's a long-term goal. I got a long-term goal too, but that's long-term goal. But short-term goals is anywhere between 6 months and today. Anywhere between 6 months and today, it's like short-term goals. Mid-range goals is from 7 months to 5 years. That's your mid-range goals. And then your long-term goals is anything over 5 years. That's your long-term goals. So you want to have all these different types of goals. You want your long-term, you want your mid, you want your short, so that, you know, you're building on something. You're building on to get to your, because each goal, the short, the mid, is probably building on to the mid, to the long term. Because the long term is like the big vision. It's the big vision. And so, and also, goals help you to clear the fog evade aspirations. You clearing the fog. You clearing the fog. That's what it's about. Clear the fog. Clear the fog. Get clear with your vision. Get clear with your vision. And break down your goals into actionable steps. And regularly review progress. That's what it's about. Review. That's why I say don't beat yourself up. That's why you want to be that, have that specific. You want to have that measurable so that you need to review it. You want to review the progress so that if you need to make changes, you make changes. You make changes. That's what it's all about. Making changes, making adjustments. Say making adjustments. No excuses, make adjustments. I said in one of my sermons, we all about no excuses, make adjustments. No excuses, make adjustments. So don't fear failure. Embrace it as a stepping stone, and be bold in your pursuit. Yes, that's what it's about. Don't fear failure. Why? Because my God don't give us a spirit of fear, but he gives us a spirit of love, power, and a sound mind. So I don't have to fear no man but to love everyone. The only person I need to fear is God. That's the only one I need to fear. I don't have to fear my weakness. I don't have to fear me speaking. Guess what? Because I can get better. I can get better, and I'm glad I embrace it. Look, I can get better. You can get better. So don't fear. I used to fear speaking. Oh my God, yo, this coming doing this by myself. You listen to the last episode that I did by myself. I was uncomfortable, but now I'm learning to be more comfortable. I'm learning to embrace it and not fear. Not fear. I'm punching fear in the face, and I'm stepping out there. And this is what you're gonna have to do in 2024. You gotta punch fear in the face. I educated myself. I continue to learn. I continue to grow. I continue to do the things. If I had to pay for a course, I'm going for my PhD. If whatever I got to do, I invest in it. I invest in myself. I'm not afraid to invest in yourself. This is what we're about. Because again, if you continue to invest in yourself, do what you need to do, you will have success. You will have success. Type in the chat, I will have success. Come on, type in the chat, I will have success. 2024 is my year. Yes, type in the chat, I will have success. Type in the chat, thank you. If you enjoyed this episode, please type in the chat. If you enjoyed this episode, we're going to say subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a comment, like it, share it to your friends, share it on social media, share this video, share it to somebody that needs some encouragement. That's what we're about on it. We are empowering self-improvement podcast. Share the episode, leave a review. You know, we thank you. We thank you for being a part of the Chillers. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you for being a part of the Chillers. We love you. We appreciate you. Next week, my wife should be back with me. And so I want to leave these last words. You now with 2024 unlocked. 5 secret moves for maximized living. Remember, the experts might not spell these out to you, but you got the insider scoop right here today. During this episode, I don't care if you listen to this 6 months from now. You got it today. You got it right now. And it's time to embrace these strategies and step into a year of growth, success, and fulfillment. We believe in you. Until next time, keep chasing your dreams. It's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late. I don't care if you're 65 years old, if you're 70, if you're 80, if you're 100, if you're 20. You feel like you know what? I'm past my time. No, it's never too late. Keep chasing your dreams. There's a scripture I love. I'm sorry. I'm a pastor, so for those people that's not spiritual and you listen to me, I am a pastor, so I like to bring scripture because I always study the word. But there's a scripture in Joshua, and it's Cater and Joshua. And Cater told Joshua, he said, this day, I'm 85 years old. And I'm still as strong today as I was 40 years ago. And I still can take my land. So he was 85 years old, said, I still can take my land. And so you got to see it today. You got to say, you know what, I still can take my land. I don't care if you're 20, 25, 40. You know what, you got to say, I can take my land. I'm still as strong as I was 20 years. I'm still as strong as I am today as I was before. And so keep chasing your dreams. And let's make 2024 phenomenally ours. Because the theme for this year that was given to me by my Savior, the Holy Ghost, what was given to me for 2024, it's our time. And I want to let you know, and I want to encourage you, it's your time. If you suffer, you've been going through, you've been struggling, I want to let you know, you feel like, you know what, my back is against the wall. I've been doing these strategies. I've been listening to the podcast. I've been growing, but nothing has been working, right? Nothing has been working. Nothing. I tried everything that you're saying. I tried everything. I did everything that you say. Nothing has been working. I want to let you know, 2024, it's your time. If you believe it, type in the chat, I believe it. That 2024 is my time. Say, it's my time. It's my time. Come on, type in the chat, it's my time. Type in the chat, it's my time. And so I say, stay awesome. Stay awesome. Stay awesome. Stay amazing. Keep learning. Keep growing. And like, again, if you want to join the community, you want to be a part of the mastermind that we have going on starting January 13, 2024 at 1 p.m. We said join the community so that you could be a part of the mastermind. Don't forget, never stop learning, never stop growing. This is what we're about on this podcast. And like I always say, if you enjoyed this episode, check out the next video. Check out the next episode we have for you. Like I always say, deuces. Peace. Take care.